Hello everyone and welcome back to another Schmeat video. This is not my own, oh my god, I'm hitting shit already. This is not my own off-season dream rebuild off-season. It's something that I stole off a website and it's because I'm lazy. I got shit to do, but I want to see what Steven Spears has to say about our dream offseason. Obviously, there's going to be departures. There's going to be free agents that even I don't see us like actually signing. We have to draft people. We have to re-sign people. Maybe we give an extension to Miles Bridges. Whoever knows. Who knows? I don't know. But let's see what this guy has to say. And it was uploaded 2 days ago, so it should be some recent stuff and some good knowledgeable stuff. Let's see. We got players the Hornets will say goodbye to in free agency. And I see Cody Zeller up here, which I like to see. First of all, we got Devontae Graham. Yeah, I could honestly see a possibility where the Hornets do keep him, though, just to play some games and to keep him as a backup point guard, although I don't think Devontae Graham wants to do that. I see him going to the Knicks, maybe the 76ers as a backup point guard. Maybe the Mavericks as a backup point guard. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think we do say goodbye to him in Charlotte. I think the odds of that is like a 70% chance, I'd say. Cody Zeller, I mean, the only like reason we'd keep him is if he was on a minimum deal. If we're paying him more than $2 million a year, it's not worth it. Not at all. I'd rather just draft a young center in the second round. I saw us getting mocked. He's not really a true center, but he's a power forward that's like 7'1", Greg Brown out of Texas. I'd rather keep him around Greg Brown in the second round, drafting him with the 57th pick, I believe we have, 51st pick. It's in the 50s. I'd rather draft Greg Brown than keep Cody Zeller. Although Cody Zeller, he spent the last 8 years with us. I don't know if he'd get another job. Maybe the Cleveland Cavaliers pick him up. I'm not sure. Next player, we got Bismack Biyombo. Yeah, same thing as Cody Zeller. If he's on a minimum deal, I think we keep him. But other than that, no. Brad Wanamaker, another person I have not thought about since the season ended, is Brad Wanamaker. And he had some bright moments for us. His free throw percentage was great. Especially his passing in the paint is something that whenever I watch the Hornets, I was kind of amazed at how good Brad Wanamaker was, and I think LaMelo could learn some things about passing, especially in the paint. Except when Brad Wanamaker would pass in the paint, it'd be to Bismack Biyombo, and Bismack wouldn't catch it. So that's the only thing. He's, as you can see here, is 32 years old. I mean, he had a good half season with us, but yeah, I don't think we keep him back. We're a rebuilding team. We're a young team, and he just it's not a bad thing that we don't bring him back. It's just he's old. I don't know if he gets a job somewhere else either. That's the thing. And then Nate Darling. What is it? Darling has spunk and a nice shot, but not enough to make it into camp next season. Yeah, we used what did he go undrafted, or did we use a draft pick on him? I forget. I think he went undrafted because I think we drafted Grant Riller in the second round as well as Vernon Carey and Nick Richards. But I think Nate Darling went undrafted. He had a few points for us. He didn't really show out in the G League season either. Yeah, I think he's back in the G League on a different team next season. We got free agents that the Charlotte Hornets should re-sign. Malik Monk, qualifying offer, 1 year, $7 million. Interesting that we wouldn't. Okay, this is the only reason why I think we should sign him to a multi-year deal instead of just the qualifying offer, is because if he has a really good season this season and he plays well above this $7 million qualifying offer, he's going to get expensive, and I don't think we want to pay him more than what we could possibly pay him this season. You know what I'm saying? I think we could give him a 4-year, $7 million deal, and if he plays really good this season and we don't sign him to a 4-year deal this offseason, he might ask for $10 million a year, and then it starts getting expensive. So that's the only reason. And finally, we got my guy Grant Riller. Qualifying offer 1.4 million. Yeah. What do we got? There's still some hope for #draft Twitter when it comes to Grant Riller. He didn't show us much in his debut season. Maybe a full offseason summer league. Yeah. I don't know. With these young guys, I actually don't. We got the NBA draft. Charlotte Hornets dream mock draft. We got Keon Johnson is a name that when I made that other video about the draft, and that was after us getting the 11th pick, I didn't mention Keon Johnson, but a great defensive wing that I think is a possibility that we should look at with the 11th pick. This is, assuming he doesn't go before that, because I know some mock drafts have him going in the top 10. I did see this. This is the reason why I heard about this guy. He played at Tennessee, which I think I watched him a little bit. But this guy has a 48-inch vertical. Hopefully it shows it right here. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. All right, he's shooting a jump shot. I don't know why he isn't showing his vertical. Maybe not. All right. He has a 48-inch vertical, which I think is an NBA record, NBA draft combine record. Is the bounciest leap. I mean, the NBA isn't all just jumping, but it'd be kind of nice. Could you imagine the lobs that LaMelo could give to Keon Johnson and Miles Bridges? I'm just saying. So they got that with the 11th pick. He's 6'5". We do need a wing off the bench to replace one of the Martin twins, and he is a good defensive wing, so I'm fine with that. And then another guy that I just talked about was Greg Brown. How tall is he, actually? He's 6'9". I thought he was 7'1". He's 6'9". I saw him in high school. Really big leaper as well, which would just, I think we'd be the Lob City Hornets instead of the Lob City Clippers if we drafted him with the 56. But we had the 56 and the 57th pick. Who is this guy? I like us taking a center in the second round. There's so many good centers that fall late, like Montrezl Harrell in the 2015 draft class. You got all these centers that, even Jokic, all these centers that are drafted in the second round that pan out. And I think we could possibly hit with a center here. I think he's a Utah State, 7 feet, 7'4" wingspan, 2.5 blocks a game. I like that. I really like that. But just looking at him, I don't even think he can stretch the floor. But anyways, let's move on to free agency, because this is going to be a big conversation for everybody, for Hornets fans, is what we do in free agency. Here's how our roster is looking before we jump into the free agency pool. We've got LaMelo, Grant, Terry, Monk, Caleb Martin. I'm surprised we don't cut one of the Martin twins, but that's just me. We got the rookies placed in here. And yeah, let's see how we spend our money. We signed Rashard Holmes to a 4-year, $55 million deal. I like that. I really like that. That's probably we might have to sign him for more than that. Reportedly, he wants to go somewhere in the realm of 4 years, $80 million. That's simply not happening as long as I'm in charge in this. Yeah. I don't know if that's enough money to satisfy Rashard Holmes. I think he wants his money. Let's see who else we got. We got Austin Rivers would be really good off the bench. Someone LaMelo could learn from, not defensively, but offensively. I like Austin Rivers coming in. And then we got Daniel Tice, 2 years, $18 million. That's $9 million a year for someone that is just a little bit better than Cody Zeller. I mean, he's way better on the defensive end. He can stretch the floor a little bit, but I don't know if I'm fine giving Daniel Tice $9 million a year to be a backup center. Whatever. Let's look at the final roster with all these acquisitions. I like this point guard play a lot. I really do. Shooting guard is fine. If we play Caleb Martin no minutes, I like that. Gordon Hayward, Keon Johnson. This is the thing with signing or drafting Keon Johnson is Jalen McDaniels is going to get lost in the mix, and I don't know if I'm fine with that because there's a lot of potential there for Jalen McDaniels. There really is. Okay, whatever. Miles Bridges, PJ Washington, Greg Brown. Wow, he's predicting that Miles Bridges starts ahead of PJ Washington. I don't think that I. Oh my gosh, I'm just realizing now that our small forward and power forward is going to be awfully crowded because Miles Bridges is not like a main power forward. He usually plays small forward. That is going to be really crowded because I think PJ Washington will start at the 4. That assumes that he has a good offseason and a good preseason. We also got Greg Brown. He's probably going to be in the G League if I had to assume. And then our center play really improved. I like Vernon Carey not being in the G League this year. I think he can learn a lot if we do sign Rashard Holmes and Daniel Tice. And yeah, Charlotte Hornets roster predictions for the 2000. Is this a different article? This is a different article. All right, this is the same thing. Anyways, that's going to be it for me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.